So, what inspired you to run for District 7?
Partly my experience working for the city of Oakland. To begin, in the city of Oakland, I was the staff for City Council member Guillen in Public Works Committee. So that means I interfaced with Department of Transportation, Public Works, the Planning Department, Code Enforcement, and that is where I started to learn about urban planning, but more specifically urban renewal and environmental racism. And first it blew my mind that there were decades ago people in public meetings talking to newspaper talking about how they were going to build freeways, build BART, the post office in West Oakland, to get rid of black communities, and then of course putting polluting sites in black and brown communities because they knew that was the path of least resistance, and they couldn't really care less if that impacted them negatively. Fast forward to my time at Greenlining, I studied the impacts of climate change vulnerabilities to public transportation systems, and then working at Greenbelt Alliance, where I worked on general plans, housing elements, and climate action plans, learning that in the vast majority of cities, the majority of our greenhouse gas emissions come from vehicles, the transportation sector, but specifically vehicles. And that's also mostly individual single occupancy vehicles. So not just trucks. I know a lot of people like to blame it all on the truck transportation traffic, but it really is the individual that's causing the largest segment of greenhouse gas emissions. So I saw that, and then I saw a lot of communities where they had transit stations or high frequency transit stops, and I said there's absolutely no way we're going to meet our climate goals. There's no way we're going to reduce the impact of greenhouse gas emissions to our communities if we don't improve our transportation system. And the way that I see land use and housing is you can't build high density housing, you can't build highly functional walking, bikeable communities if you don't have a robust transit system. So when I saw that our current BART director, Latifah Simon, was going to vacate her seat to run for Congress, I looked around the advocacy circles, I asked folks around in the political circles, and couldn't find folks who were interested or considering running. So I decided to talk to some people and see if it made sense for me to do it. And I found support across all the sectors and decided that this could be a place where I could serve my community best.
Wow. Right.